Hey, well, a bunch of you asked me how I do fried chicken, so that's what we're doing this evening is fried chicken. Now, I took some chicken breasts and I cut them up into strips. You cut them into strips, you can cut them into nuggets, you can leave them whole. You do you. But I've got these in here and I'm gonna add my buttermilk. Now, I got this container. There's like, they come 3 to a pack at Sam's. They have them in this size, which is a 4 liter. Or you can get the bigger ones, and I got in there. And y'all know I don't typically measure stuff, but I'm gonna do this backwards for you. Now, you're gonna use 2 cups of self-rising flour, or however much you need. I've got probably about 3.5 cups of self-rising flour in this bowl because I'm doing a lot of chicken. And since I don't typically measure, I'm gonna help you out. And I'm going to do this backwards. So I've got this saran wrap, and I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to show you from muscle memory. That's about how much of this Nature's Seasons I typically put in to about that much flour. You can look at it and decide if that's enough for you or not. So for this 3.5 cups, let's see how much that ends up being. You're gonna put at least 2 teaspoons. Now let's see how that plays out. See how I dusted that over the top and you can see it's nice and thick? So I'm probably gonna do a little more than that. So we're gonna go with a tablespoon, okay? So I'm doing a big batch of chicken. I've got 3.5, 4 cups of flour, and I'm going to use a whole tablespoon of Nature's. Now we're going to stir that up. Okay? I'm not scared of it, and my hands are clean, but I just don't want to touch all that. So I'm putting my gloves on. Now, in that buttermilk, I've got some Tabasco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. It's not gonna make it hot. It's gonna add a little flavor to it. We're gonna stir that around real good. Now, whatever chicken I put in here next, that buttermilk's already gonna be seasoned, so I don't have to add more. But when I take this chicken out of here and add more to it later, it'll already be ready to go. So we're gonna take this chicken and I'm gonna put it in this flour. Now, I'm gonna kind of squish it in there and flip it and pack it and mush it. And I know some people do the whole double dip thing. I don't, just because I give it enough time in this flour and I work it around enough that when I'm done with it, it's gonna have a nice big coat of flour on it. You see that? It's got a nice coating of flour. Now I'm gonna just drop it in that hot oil, and you want it to be about 350 degrees. And I'm just flipping and packing it on there till it gets a really good coat. You see that? See that right there? Nice coating. You just want to every now and then check the temperature, make sure you're not going over 350 or under 300, 325, or you're not going to cook well at all. Now, these gloves are kind of gooey. I'm just going to ease them off and lay them just like that, and then I can put them back on in a minute when I'm ready. Okay, while my chicken's frying, I'm gonna get my pan ready, and that means I'm gonna get my baking sheet out, and I'm gonna lay some paper towels in it, and then I'm gonna put a cooling rack over the top of it, because when I put this chicken on here, I don't want it sitting in a puddle of oil, because then it's gonna get soggy. So this is how I get my pan ready, and I keep my chicken up here in the microwave, so that everybody's not picking at it, and it helps keep it warm. Okay, you see this piece right here? It keeps going belly up with that white spot. I don't want that white spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna push it over. And I'm just gonna hold it upside down for a little while until that bottom browns like I need it to. Okay, so these are ready to go. It doesn't really take long. You can't see. Hold on. I'm coming. Don't spill your coffee. See how pretty and golden brown that is? Let's turn some light on. See? Pretty and brown. Come on, bread. Ta-da! I have already lost at least half a dozen chicken fingers to the buzzards. And no, I don't mind. I know some of y'all take great offense to that. I'm good with it. I made some of Chris's chicken dipping sauce, which is about, I'm guessing, it's about a cup of mayonnaise, about a fourth a cup of ketchup, and a shot of mustard, and you stir it together until it's this peachy color. Add some black pepper or cayenne pepper or seasoning salt, whatever you want to add to it. But this is what Chris dips his chicken in. All right, so that's good chicken. That's real good chicken.
Oh my goodness, look at all them groceries right there. I bet Scott wishes he was here. Yes, I watched my...
What's for dinner at your place? Y'all be sweet.